2020 inductee, Hall of Famer, Remo Fioranelli.
I mean, anyone who knows me knows I'm going to do this on the whim, just because that's how I always do things. But I do apologize. I'm Italian, so the thank yous are going to take a little long. First off, I'd like to thank the committee. I'd like to thank Coach Kolzar, Coach Bishop for nominating me, and Coach TJ Schneider for giving me the call. It was a big moment. I was shocked at first, you know, it was pretty cool. Another shout out before I forget is Bobby Bishop, who's here. Him and I locked down the outside left side on the 2005 team. So, you know, you want me to shout out to you, Bobby, so I'm going to shout out to you. You know, my thank yous, you know, first off is my mother. My mom, she took me to all my practices. She made sure I got to all my training. It's, you know, speed camp, strength training, everything that, excuse me. Everything I needed to get done was because my mom helped me get it done. So I like to thank my mom. And then, of course, you know, my father, who supported us. I mean, this guy worked his tail off so much. He retired at 53 years old, working hard, making sure that, you know, we were able to do speed camp, strength training, everything we needed to do to be the best we were. So, you know, I appreciate that. And he'd also film the games, sit down with me, and we'd have a one-on-one angle of the games, and we'd just look and learn and try to get better every time. And without that, you know, obviously I wouldn't have been as good as I was, and I appreciate that, so thanks, Dad. Really cool thing is, you know, I'm one of the lucky ones to be up here, and I got, you know, there's 4 generations of Fioranellis here today. So I got my sons, I got my grandfather who's here, who taught me to be tough, taught me what it meant to be a Fioranelli, you know, loyalty, trust, be a man of your word, and you know, so I'm happy my grandfather's here today, so thank you, Bob, for coming. Carlo and Enrico, my 2 older brothers, I want to thank for kicking my ass all the time, you know. I mean, I was a little bit of a wise guy's younger guy, and they put me in line, made me tough, and I appreciate everything they did, and they were very successful wrestlers at Wayne Valley, and you know, that helped build me to who I am and why I'm standing here today, so I'd like to thank them, you know, my best friend Eugene's here today. I mean, he's so important to me that if you open up to the page of the pictures, he literally has his own individual picture on the thing. It's the second one down. It's actually number 52, not 57, so made sure he got in the book this year. No, Gene has been a big part of my life, working with him throughout, you know, we've been friends since kindergarten. You know, we played sports together, and we're still playing sports together. You know, it's golf now, you know, it's not hitting people anymore, but yeah, he's someone I've always been able to rely on, and his wife Tara's here today, so thank you, Gina Tara. I'm gonna save my wife and my kids for last, so I'm gonna go to the next table over here, because, you know, again, I apologize, I'm Italian, a lot of people I gotta thank, so. The next people I want to thank is my Aunt Maria and my Aunt Lisa. They always came to my games, and they actually are the first ones that taught me to kill them. I was a young boy, I'd come to my dad's little like touch football games, and I'd be in the stands with them, and I'd hear them yelling, "Kill him, Carlo, kill him, Carlo." And that's where I got my attitude from. So, you know, without them, I don't think I would have been as, had that mindset on the football field. So, you know, thank you guys for that. You know, and then my Uncle Anthony and Uncle Gal always coming to the game, so I really appreciate it and being there and supporting me. And then my cousin, which is really like my brother, my cousin Vinny. My cousin Vinny. He's always been there. He's always been there for me, and I appreciate it. And then I got my family, my Aunt Dina, and my cousin Noah up from Florida, which is kind of cool because it just kind of worked out that way that they were up at the same time, and they've always supported me from a little bit of a distance. So I appreciate that. And then one of my best friends is also here, a man I met later in life coaching at the PIL, Ray Zachman, who put a lot of time and effort into probably some of your kids that are playing or the years prior. He's somebody that taught me to always sacrifice for others. He's helped me out in life. He's helped other kids out in life, and his wife June's here tonight, so thank you, Ray and June. And then finally, last but obviously not least, is my family. First of all, my wife Farah. She takes care of the kids and she helps me out. She supports me. She loves me. She's always there for me now, and it allows me to be able to help coach my kids. That sacrifice that she makes, and make sure the kids and I have food before we run out to practice after work. Switch, and it's this is amazing to have that support. And then so thanks to my wife Farah. And then I forgot the little guy. No. Someone I forgot, I guess I just kind of skipped over, is my brother Mario, and I do apologize because he wasn't included in the people that used to kick my ass because he was a little bit younger than me. So Mario, he was always there for me when I would come, and he was a sophomore when I was a senior, and I'd come off the sideline, and he was like my eyes and ears. He'd come off like, hey, that was a great pancake, hey, he was always supporting me that way. And my biggest moment from him is he played on that team that went to the state finals 2 years later. But when he played in the Caldwell game, he had a heck of a game. 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pick where he was tackled on the half-yard line. I'd like to thank Mario. He's a big part of everything that I was there for when I was at Wayne Valley. And then finally, my 2 sons, Massimo and Enzo. Where are you guys? This one's Lorenzo Enzo. Massimo, come up here. My son Massimo, and then I have a 3-month-old Melania who wasn't able to be here tonight because she'd be crying the whole time, and obviously. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys being here, but thank you so much. So I got the thank yous out of the way. So I really appreciate everyone coming here today. First things first is you guys don't realize how much you can impact people, and I'll just give you a brief story. I was a senior in high school, coming out of IHM Church after Sunday Mass, and I just hear this yelling, "Hey, Wayne Valley! Hey, Wayne Valley!" I turn around, it's this little boy who had to be 6 or 7 years at the time, and you could just see a smile on his face. He was so happy about football and Wayne Valley football and just being there and meeting the players and everything like that. Now that kid, I'm going to tell you, he'll be up on the stage probably within the next 5 years, I would imagine, and that's Joey Scancarella, Doug's son. And it was just like that, you don't realize the impact that you may have on somebody, and it's just quite an honor to be able to do that. I don't know if I helped him get into it, but he was so into it, it was awesome. The other thing that I want to mention to you guys is we were 9-2, but before that, we weren't a very successful team. The 3 years prior to that, we weren't successful, and you guys could change your culture. Now, you guys have a very successful culture from what's gone on the last couple of years, but you guys could dictate how well you do. I'll give you an example. Is our junior year, the team in front of us were a bunch of partiers. And we got done with I went to a DePaul game on Friday, our game was Saturday. And my friend goes, oh, let's go to this party, let's go to this party. I'm like, look, I'll go for 15 minutes, we gotta get home and this and that. And I go to the party, and I see all the players a year above us drinking, screwing around, like right before the day before a game. So I grabbed another kid who was our age, put him up against the wall, and I said, you better not do that our senior year. And we changed the culture. We had film nights. You guys are lucky you got the huddle. Before that, there was no huddle. I had to hand coach VHS and you make a copy. Come over, watch the film, study the film, try to get better, work hard together, train together, everything like that. So you guys could change the culture or make your culture stronger by just sacrificing and having that idea in your head that we're not going to be stopped and we're not going to let anything get in our way. And we turned our team into a 9-2 team, state semi team. Probably could have beat that team if we played them again. And that's that's something that you could do. And the last thing that I'll leave you with is one of my coaches, Coach Valentino. My freshman year, I got done playing my freshman year, and I'm working out in the weight room after basketball season, and I wasn't doing track, and I'm working out, and I'm almost going to be a sophomore. There's 2 seniors, and there's a junior ahead of me at the tight end spot. So I get done with my lift. I hand in my lift sheet. I say, here's my lift sheet to Coach Valentino. And Coach Valentino goes, that's it? And I said, yeah, that's all the lifts you told me to do, and that's what you want me to do. Coach Valentino goes to me, he goes, isn't that what everyone else is doing that you're trying to compete with? So you could always do a little bit more to get yourself to another level. If the guy in front of you is sprinting 10 yards, you sprint 15. You know what I'm saying, guys? If you want that job, if you're an underclassman, you want to take it from a senior, you better work harder than that senior. All right, and I'll just leave it with that, and I really appreciate everything. This is quite an honor, and thank you so much.